Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, the third episode of Algonquin Unscripted. We're back, full cast. You know, we were shorthanded last week. That's my apologies on that one. But we're back, and we're better, and we're ready to jump right in.
As you can see, we are in our studio.
Yeah, we are in our natural habitat right now. This is home. This is where we're going to call home for
Yes, I think we're finally getting into a good groove. It's getting better. Yeah.
CMAS has just got to watch out. That's all I got to say. You want to jump right into it?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, we'll get right into it. Patriots this week, as expected, just manhandled the Colts. Yep. The Colts were shorthanded, but, you know, it was light work, and, you know, everyone that's saying the Patriots are on the decline, I laugh.
Yeah.
I just laugh every time.
Terry Bradshaw was big on that. He was like, the Pats are over.
Right.
But, I mean, they're never over.
Who doesn't hate on the Pats week to week?
Like, we wouldn't be the Pats if no one hated us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we feed off of it.
I mean, the Colts were banged up, but even if they had those guys, there's no chance they could have stuck with us.
No way.
Chance. I mean,
T.Y. is a good player, but...
No, he's great. He's a good player. But, you look at the production of, like, even the young guys, like Michelle and, obviously James White from last year, but you look at our running backs, Michelle and James White.
Yeah.
They're studs. They're just studs.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of heartbreaking to see Jeremy Hill go out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, having those two guys, it works pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, they're so similar to each other that, like, yet they're so different. They both can do the same things, you know what I mean? Like, they're such a dual threat out of the backfield. They remind me of Mark Ingram and Kamara.
Yeah,
they're
for
like,
sure.
They're
Thunder and lightning.
Maybe not that high caliber.
Yeah.
Because obviously Michelle and James White aren't as big of names as Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, but you know, they got that same sort of that same concept, which I really.
But when it comes to the wide receiver core, now with Ellen back, Josh Gordon's getting in a little bit of a groove.
Dude.
Dorsett's still
scary.
Dorset just makes catches, bro. Dorset just makes catches. Like Tom will throw it to him and he'll catch it. Like just probably once or twice, 3 times a game maybe. Just whenever he needs to, he's just there. And people sleep on Philip Dorsett. And I'm just like, yo, like he was a stud with the Colts. Not actually, but we made him a stud.
Yeah,
and now he's a stud.
He was a first round pick, so he always got talent.
Yeah. I mean, we knew he was talented when we got him, but
and I think this week against Kansas City will be the first week where Josh Gordon really is playing like 80-90% of snaps.
Yeah. If they can figure out how to use him against that defense, that's going to be a shootout.
Yeah,
that's going to be.
Well, depends who you putting in. Like you got Edelman, you got Josh Gordon, you got Dorsett,
Hogan.
Yeah, I mean
who are you going to put
plenty of
in?
options.
And then you got
he's their best
tight end in the league, of course.
And the Chiefs historically have been horrible at guarding run after the catch.
Yeah,
like Edelman. If you don't stop Edelman right when he catches it, the Chiefs are going to get let up at least.
Well, Edelman didn't even get in a groove last week.
No,
no, exactly. And speaking of tackling after the catch, you look at James White and Sony Michel. They get passes out of the backfield. The Chiefs can't stop them.
Yeah, the only thing with Sony is he has trouble getting to the second level.
Yeah, that's true. But still.
Yeah, but if he gets past
I feel like he's definitely getting a lot more comfortable.
He's laterally quick, and he's also very patient at the line, which is key.
It just takes a little time. We'll get there.
Yeah, but we got.
Kamara didn't break out until like late in the season.
It is at Gillette too. This Chiefs game, which is huge. Prime time at Gillette. It's going to be rowdy. The place is going to be.
Midnight. Let's go.
Mahomes is going to be a big problem.
Boston sports right now are just rocking.
Yeah,
they're just rocking.
Dude,
flames everywhere.
We have the Red Sox game 1 of the ALCS tomorrow. We have tomorrow Saturday. We have the Patriots primetime Sunday. I think the Red Sox are playing again on Monday.
No, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday?
Yeah. So it's
Saturday, Sunday,
and then the Celtics play. When's the Celtics season opener?
I think like next Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's we'll cut that.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
I'll cut it.
No, but Boston sports, I don't understand how people are other sports team fans, if that makes sense. Like I can't picture what it would be like to not be a Boston sports fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said it the first time we were on the show when they introduced us, but I think there's a strong chance we see 4 parades this year.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude.
Especially out of any city, it's got to be Boston.
If we're going,
I think we have a high chance.
I'm going to make a promise to the people right now. I'm making a promise right now.
Is this going to be a guarantee?
It's going to be a guarantee. I'm a man of my word.
So it's beyond the hot take.
It's not a hot take. It's a promise. It's a guarantee. every single Boston sport, I'm looking you in the eye right now. Every single Boston sports parade we have this year, Unscripted will be there live.
Yeah, we will be covering it.
Huge man on the street with our phones.
Oh yeah, we'll be man on the street at all those parades. You have no idea, and it's gonna be. And I'm not even saying like if it happens because I know we're gonna get at least.
Okay, that one parade we went to, it was one of the past ones like 2 years ago. That was one of the most fun days,
dude. And that was probably the worst weather I've ever sat.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
But it was simultaneously the most fun I've ever had in the city of Boston.
It was rain, a little bit of snow, and just freezing.
And dude, you walk and it was like not snow, but not rain. It was like sleet on the ground, but it was like 3 inches of sleet like everywhere.
That's football weather.
That's football weather.
I mean, you go to Buffalo in the middle of December.
That's New England weather, and you know what?
That's football weather.
Hey, I knew I was at home when I saw Brady come right by.
Yeah. Special. It's a special feeling.
It's a special. And dude, funny story about that parade. Big Rings by Drake is my favorite Drake song just because that song was playing as LeGarrette Blount's float was driving by. And LeGarrette Blount made eye contact with me, and I go, and he goes,
all right, that's sick.
It was,
that's pretty sick.
I almost pooped myself. Like, it was absolutely crazy. My dad was right next to me, and he was like, was that you? And I was like, I think.
Yeah.
It was nuts. So now whenever I hear Big Rings by Drake, I always just lose myself.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But no, Boston sports are on the rise. How are we feeling about the ALCS?
I think it's gonna be tough.
I think it sucks.
I really like the Astros are really good.
Sox and
yeah, very good.
They're good, but
I mean, I'd still take the Sox. Probably not sweet.
Okay, I have a question. What do you guys think about David Price?
David Price. Okay, here's my theory on David Price. I'm so glad you asked that.
I like hearing other people say that.
Actually, I'm gonna let Josh answer first.
My opinion is I think he's a great pitcher at times, but he's probably the most inconsistent pitcher maybe to ever be in the MLB.
Possibly.
I mean, one night he goes 8 scoreless, allowing like 2 hits.
Yeah.
And the next night he'll give up 4 runs in the first inning.
Yeah.
But I mean, with the rest of the rotation, I mean, Sale will cover for him. Sale wins every game, no matter what.
Sale, you could throw Sale in innings 4.
Yeah.
Don't throw him in 5. Throw him in 6 and 7. Like you can do anything with Sale, literally anything, and he'll succeed.
Yeah, and Porcello's good too. So, I mean, it makes up for Price, but he's way too inconsistent.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead. I know you're waiting.
Oh yeah. So David Price, I have him in fantasy. I play fantasy baseball. What's it to you? Yeah, I have him in fantasy, and he, like Josh said, is probably the most inconsistent fantasy player ever to walk the earth in any sport ever. But having said that, if we could pull David Price out of the bullpen from innings 4 to 7 in any given game, that would be the most valuable position that he could play, that anyone could play on our team. Because if we have, say, like, I don't know, Porcello loses himself in the first 3 innings and lets up like 2 or 3 runs. And we back him up, though. We get 3 runs. It's tied 3-3 going into the 4th inning, but Porcello has like 85 pitches through 3 innings, like not pitching well. And you don't want to use your relievers yet because you're too early in the game to use a reliever. Price is such a good pitcher, and he has that starting pitcher stamina where you could throw him in from literally innings 4 through like, honestly, if he pitches well, you could pitch him up until the 9th inning, like and just put Kimbrel in for the 9th.
Yeah, I mean Kimbrel did not. No. I'm gonna say Kimbrel did not look good.
Yeah,
he's a good closer, but he did not look good at all.
Right. Yeah, but I mean Chapman has those all the time.
I feel like they change pitchers a lot, which is all right, but
no, dude, I'm telling you right now, I think I really like the Sox bullpen situation. No, not many people do. I really do.
I don't.
I really do.
I mean,
I really do. If they can use Price efficiently out of the bullpen, dude, no one's hitting their bullpen.
That'd be big.
Hey, if you got a good offense like they do, you scored.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Score that many runs for the Yankees.
The bullpen actually means nothing if you're going to score 16 runs against the Yankees in a playoff game. Like 16. Oh my God.
Crazy.
Dude, I went to bed when it was like 8-1
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any Boston sports fan that stayed up for
the thing is,
because they don't need to.
It was in New York.
It was in New York. Dude, you know what Carrabba said during that game?
What?
It was either that game or Game 4. He said, Yankee Stadium was quiet enough to study for the SATs. He said he could have studied for the SATs in Yankee Stadium.
I believe it.
That's beautiful. That is
I mean, the TV showed all the Yankees fans just leaving.
They were gone.
Everyone was leaving.
They were gone in a 3-run game in an elimination game. They left. Yeah. It was 4-1, and there were people leaving. Like, that's pathetic.
And they almost came back.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine what the people who left were thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd love to see that.
It's like
I kind of almost wanted them to come back just so everyone that left would have been like, dang, like,
it's like,
I can't even talk anymore.
Remember the NBA Finals when Ray Allen hit that shot and like half of the
even with the Patriots-Falcons Super Bowl, people laughed.
Yeah. What's his name? Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Kenny Chesney took a seat next to Kraft. You know,
I didn't know that. Yeah, I know.
He took Mark Wahlberg's seat in the owner's box. That's why if you ever see the video of Kraft's reaction after James White scores the game-winning touchdown, Kenny Chesney's right next to him.
Got it.
And now it would normally be Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg left. Still, all respect to Mark Wahlberg though. Great actor, legend in the game.
Yeah.
Brock Holt with a cycle though.
Brock Holt.
Yeah,
dude.
that was crazy.
Don't even me about Brock Holt.
That was awesome.
He was just playing games against the, he was just playing games.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I feel like the cycle didn't even get enough attention.
Like literally, dude, the fact that he had a cycle and I didn't know until like literally 4 p.m. the next day.
Yeah.
I just didn't know.
No attention.
And I think Nick Redden was like, yo, bro, you know Brock Holt hit for the cycle. I was like, wait, really? Like, because I just didn't. We won 16-1. It's not like
maybe they didn't like that, like show it off because we were just winning by so much.
Yeah, it was, and that's why game 4, one of my Yankees friends was saying how like he was happy that they lost 16-1. And it was like, I was like, you're happy that you lost. He was like, yeah, like that gives us more of a confidence boost going into game 4. I was like,
no. That's bad.
You lost by 15 runs in a playoff game. Yeah. Playoffs!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how you could think that's a good thing.
I told him, I said, and I quote, your optimism is fueled by ignorance. And I felt like Aristotle after I said that.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, the Sox are unreal. Shall we move on though?
Okay, but one thing.
Big but.
The Celtics start next week.
Yeah.
Home game against the Sixers, October 16th.
That's going to be a great game.
Dude, I am so excited for the Celtics.
That rivalry, I think, is like...
You think it's going to pick up?
Oh my... It was already picked up last year.
I know.
This is going to be crazy.
Okay, but think of it like this. Dude, like, Celtics, Sixers, that's classic. And Lakers... Celtics is classic.
Yeah. And the Lakers are going to be good this year, and the Sixers are obviously really good.
Yeah.
I think the Eastern Conference Finals with the Celtics and the Sixers is going to be unreal.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be probably the most intense series, minus maybe the Wizards Game 7 series, the 7-game series. I think the last.
That was just a lot of drama.
Yeah, that was drama.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think that this is going to be the most intense Celtics series.
Yeah, those were intense, but like my favorite series was the Philly one last year.
Oh,
that was my favorite.
Oh yeah. Because when you see Mook going like this to
and the confetti falls.
Yeah, and the confetti falls, and they end up losing.
And then you make a meme on it on a shirt of Scary Terry with confetti.
Hot seat, not even hot take. Philly's just a joke.
Yeah.
Like the whole city of Philadelphia is just a joke.
Once like after the Super Bowl, I just instantly I figured out like Philly sports, and I realized I hate every single part of it.
Dude, their fans are just pathetic.
Fans are not
their fans are just obnoxious. Like, and I'm not saying every single one of their fans is obnoxious, but like you see those videos, like they're brutal to the visiting fans. Yeah. Like they're worse than like most fans that I've ever I can't respect that.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean Sullivan at Temple. He would tell me about all these crazy stories after like the Super Bowl win, and because Temple is like right next to Philly.
Yeah.
So just everyone's running the streets like fire, and I just like
that's
wild.
Crazy.
I was like, I don't really like Philly.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we're gracious. New England fans are gracious in victory and defeat.
I mean, when we win for like a week, it's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And then
but that's
after that, it's like, all right, let's go. Come on, next year.
It's again. Business. Like we celebrate a championship for a week, 2 weeks max.
Yeah. My favorite thing is when people say, oh, Boston, best fans, stuff like that, because it's like facts.
Yeah, like especially people not from Boston.
Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah, like people on different teams, they're like, oh, like Boston's like always a tough place to play in, and like even you look at like musicians that come to Boston like play concerts, like they love it, dude. Like they genuinely love it, and like I was just talking about Kenny Chesney. I've gone to his concert for like 10 years, dude, and he always says that Boston's his favorite place to come to. And I don't know if he's just saying that because we're in Boston and he says that everywhere, but I don't think he does. I really actually.
Yeah, it's like that Drake thing.
Did he do the same thing?
Well, Drake Saturday night, he was like, nothing like a Boston.
Yeah.
Saturday night in Boston.
Oh, that was wild. Remember when he brought out Meek?
Oh, dude, I remember when he brought out Meek.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was almost.
This is a good time.
That was almost as crazy as the McGregor-Khabib fight.
So I wasn't planning on watching just because.
How?
Just because I'm not a big UFC guy.
Can you be?
I'm not a big UFC guy.
I got home.
It's a big.
Can I talk?
No.
All right, let me talk, and then you can.
Did you? Okay, I have one question.
I did end up watching.
All right, that's all I needed.
And I mean, I didn't understand what was happening the first 2 rounds. They were just.
It's like, wait, this is
I understand how UFC works.
Wait, is this not WWE?
They were rolling around on the ground for the first 2 rounds.
That's Khabib's game, dog.
I know, but I didn't understand that. I thought it was going to be kicks and punches thrown everywhere, and it was much slower than I thought it'd be.
Right. Well, if you're going into it with that expectation.
Yeah, and then just like the fight was like pretty good, right? And then after it was pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
That was crazy.
But wait, before we get into that, I want to talk about the actual fight first.
Okay.
Because like
the fight before the fight, okay?
Right, exactly. The fight itself, I thought was unbelievable. I thought being a UFC fan and being a huge Conor fan, I thought Conor was gonna go in there and knock him out in the first round, just because I don't know. I just thought he was because Khabib's never taken a punch before. But Khabib hung in there. He was standing right in front of Conor. It's not like he was going to the ground.
He gave a good blow once.
Yeah, in the second round, that overhand right was that was a good shot. He rocked Conor, but Conor got right back up and kneed him in the face. I thought it was a really good fight. My main takeaway from it, dude, is honestly, Khabib is just the best wrestler I've ever seen. Like, ever.
Yeah, he's got good ground game, for sure. The way he uses his legs to lock up your legs and just cancel out any mobility you might have. And the one thing that I don't think people realize is when he's ground and pounding you like that, when he's on top of you and punching you like that, he doesn't even have to be punching you hard, but just the sheer effort it takes to not get submitted, he's just draining McGregor for the first 2 rounds. Like, that's his game. Like, he just drained him for the first 3 rounds. And then the 4th round. The thing is, when he crosses his legs in a way that you can't escape.
Yeah, he wraps your legs around his and then crosses his and hooks his feet.
And so
your legs are in between
McGregor can't do anything.
Yeah, and I was watching
but put up his hands. And there was that one, I forget what end around it was, but he was getting.
Probably the 3rd.
I think it was, maybe it was
Actually, no, I think it was the 2nd because McGregor won the 3rd.
He was just wailing on him.
Yeah. And that's what they practice. And I was watching an interview with John Kavanagh, McGregor's coach, and he said the main thing they were practicing is keeping our legs bent. Because as you could see, the end of the 1st and the 2nd rounds, I don't remember exactly, is when Khabib locked McGregor's legs up. But that didn't happen very often because McGregor was keeping his legs bent and he was defending almost everything that Khabib was throwing. And then he made that mistake in the 4th round, I think was just due to fatigue and gave up his back. And then you can't give up your back to a guy like that.
McGregor knew it was coming. Like, at the end of the round, you could tell, oh, yeah, he's like, all right, this is his game plan. Like, he knew. Oh, he knew Khabib was going to take him to the ground immediately.
Right, he knew he was prepared 100%. Yeah. And McGregor had been wrestling 220 pounders, 210, 220 pound guys for like 4 weeks before that fight. So it's not like he wasn't prepared. It's just, it's hard to prepare for a guy like that. Because I genuinely think Khabib's the best wrestler I've ever watched.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched a lot of UFC, but he was pretty good.
Right, yeah, he was diabolical.
And he's never lost, right? He's never lost?
No, never lost, 27-0. But he's about to be banned.
Coming in, I was like, all right, McGregor, he's had that stun in the boxing. Like, he hasn't had an actual UFC fight in about 2 years.
Right.
So I was like, all right.
People forget that, too. People forget that.
Yeah,
people were like, oh, McGregor.
2 years?
2 years is a long time.
You remember 2 years in life? That's like a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And to have 2 years, and then in that 2 years, you're also going off into a different sport and competing against the best ever.
In the 2 years, you get arrested and you're getting trialed.
Right.
You're just kind of out of it.
There's a lot going on. And I think, honestly, this fight was too personal for McGregor.
Yeah.
Because he is fiercely loyal. He is, him and Khabib both. I mean, Khabib said he wouldn't fight because Dana White might take his friend off the next card because of the incident that happened. And Khabib said he'll quit the UFC if Dana White takes him off the card. Like, both these guys are fiercely loyal, and that just made this a super scary fight. And that
you tweeted that, didn't you? Did you tweet that? Fiercely loyal.
Oh yeah, I just tweet fiercely. Yeah. I just tweet random words a lot. But yeah, and that's what caused, in my opinion, what caused the spillover into after the fight and Khabib going at Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, so like,
wasn't it I can't say the word, jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, his jiu-jitsu coach.
Yeah,
McGregor's.
That's what I thought it was.
So what happens now? Like the people watching probably saw all the aftermath. What happens now?
Did you guys see the Bleacher Report posted yesterday? The different angle of McGregor getting attacked.
Yeah, maybe. I saw like I think all the angles there was.
It was like a different angle, and who's it? Yeah, it was one of the cops. So there was a guy in the ring that wasn't supposed to be in the ring, obviously.
Right.
And he was coming around, circling him.
Yeah.
The cop, he didn't put a lot of effort into stopping him.
Yeah.
So the dude came out, and then McGregor kind of pushed him off. And then all you do is see the dude in the red shirt hop up the top and just wail on McGregor from behind.
You know what's the scary part about that? That guy's a professional boxer.
Yeah.
That guy's Khabib's boxing coach. So he knows how to throw a punch. And McGregor's a guy who's been fighting for about 18 and a half minutes against the best wrestler in the world. You try to fight 18 and a half minutes and see how you feel after that. And then he's taken a blindside shot from a boxing coach of a pro fighter, dude. Like, that's just not okay. And in my opinion, that is cause for suspension for the boxing coach and for Khabib. Yeah. Like, it just, I don't see. So what they did, to answer your question before Simmons explained that. Yeah. So what they did is they held both the purses, and then they gave McGregor his purse. So McGregor, I think, made, I want to say like around $1 million, $2 million, maybe. I don't know exactly. I think maybe $1 million.
I don't know numbers.
And they still have Khabib's purse. So they gave McGregor his purse. They still have Khabib's, and then Khabib is going on trial in front of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. It has nothing to do with the UFC. It has nothing to do with Dana White. It has everything to do with the Nevada State Athletic Commission and what they decided to do. And as Dana White was saying, there was the Nevada State mayor or governor or something, some guy involved in the politics of Nevada at the fight. And when everything happened, he ran out. He had to run out of the building for safety, and that's not a good look for the UFC. Yeah. And that's not a good look for Khabib. So he's facing, I think, like 4 to 6 months of suspension or something like that. And like
I heard, weren't they both like McGregor and Khabib just suspended for like a little bit?
Right? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they were just suspended for temporarily.
I think they're gonna like decide maybe in like.
Well, that suspension that was just handed down. That suspension was just handed down is 10 days.
Yeah.
So it means nothing. Yeah. So that I thought that was.
Well, in my opinion, if Khabib's threatening, like, if you drop my guy, I'm gonna leave myself.
Right.
That could be one of the worst things that's ever happened to UFC.
I think so too, because I think Khabib's just such an interesting fighter.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like a moneymaker though.
And if they have a rematch, dude, if they have a rematch, that's probably gonna be the highest selling UFC fight.
But I mean, Conor's a showman. Khabib is not.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, there's so much.
Hey, people are interested in him now. Like when he's defending himself, because he is a passionate person about his stuff.
Khabib or Conor?
Khabib.
Yeah. Well, they both are, but yeah.
Like you remember what? So who's it? Dana White was telling him after the ring, because Khabib got back in after they sent off Conor. Mm-hmm. He's like, Dana White said, "I can't put the belt on you right now." He's like, "Why? Why?" Yeah. Because he wants the belt.
Right.
But he's like, "I can't put you on you because everyone's gonna throw stuff at you."
Right. Which is smart by Dana. Because there was a heavily Irish crowd. There was not very many Khabib fans in that crowd.
Well, even when they exited, he still got thrown.
He got stuff thrown at him.
So it was a good decision.
Yeah.
But that just shows his passion, how much he cares and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. That was an unreal series of events. The fight before that too, Ferguson Pettis, was unbelievable.
Broke his hand.
I don't know if everyone saw that. But yeah, I think we can move on now.
Yeah.
One more thing.
I
don't think you can't. Don't fire anyone.
No one's gonna.
I wouldn't fire anyone.
No one's gonna get fired. No one should get fired. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it was a bad incident. Don't get me wrong, but like, he jumped over the cage at a guy who was instigating him, and they traded blows. Yeah. The guy's a jiu-jitsu coach. It's not like he was going in and fighting an innocent fan. Yeah. Like I don't like Khabib. I don't at all, actually. Like at all. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think what he did was that horrible. Like he went in and tried to land a punch on Dylan Dennis, who's Connor's jiu-jitsu coach, and Dylan actually, I think, landed a punch on him. Like they just traded a few blows and nothing horrible happened from that. I think the main thing,
it's pretty bad,
the main concerning thing that happened was the blindsided punch to McGregor.
Yeah.
That was
it's everything that builds up in sports.
But
all the pre-stuff, the bus stuff, just talking about his religion, his family. Yeah. It all builds up, and it just it will take you.
The thing is, Connor didn't do anything wrong, but Khabib did.
That's where you're wrong.
Why would Khabib should not have gone over?
Right, but Connor also threw a dolly through a bus window.
Well, yeah, I mean,
some girl's
face. I mean, was he punished for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so you do your time and then you're back.
Yeah, but Khabib didn't get his revenge for it, so.
I guess so, yeah.
Hey, it's what happens in sports.
It's just
when you get to that really intense point, like things happen like that. Like you know it happens.
Yeah, and honestly, week after the fact, you love to see it. That's what makes sports so great.
Exactly.
And especially a sport like the UFC. All right, we're gonna move on. We're getting a little low on time. This next topic, I can't even look at it without laughing. I can't. I genuinely can't. The New York Giants, probably the worst franchise in football right now.
Yeah, they played last night against the Eagles.
Atrocious.
The Eagles were favored by 2.
Odell left before
they were favored by 2. The Eagles were favored by that much. The Eagles were favored by only 2 points.
How?
And listen, the Giants. I mean, everyone on the team was terrible except for Saquon. True. Eli Manning, he needs to either retire
or quit.
Honestly, I saw a tweet last night.
Same thing.
It was asking, what do the Giants regret more, giving OBJ all that money or taking Saquon at number 2 instead of a QB?
Oh yeah, I think the only reason they didn't take a QB was because of Eli's last name.
No, okay. I wouldn't.
I think it was Barkley.
I'd say something. I would never regret drafting Saquon.
No, you can't.
See, I wouldn't. Josh,
listen, I get it, but quarterbacks win you games.
Right, but running backs win you dollars.
If Eli could have completed a couple more passes,
all right, let's just backtrack to the statement you just said. You said the only thing good in that game was Saquon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you paid Odell.
And they lost, right?
You paid it.
Did they lose?
Well, they lost.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The only good thing was Saquon. And you're regretting drafting Saquon. Why would you do that?
How can you regret drafting your only valuable player?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, listen, obviously Saquon is like a god. He's going to be a top 10 running back.
Pause. Who would you have picked other than Saquon?
Listen, that's the thing. Like, I obviously don't know the
want Sam Darnold?
But I think the Giants should have taken a QB.
Do you want
Moving
Sam Darnold? Do you want Sam Darnold? You can have Sam Darnold or Saquon.
I don't know who they would have chosen.
True. I don't know who they would have chosen. It would have been Darnold.
Okay, then fine.
You want Darnold over Saquon Barkley?
Josh Allen. I don't care.
They don't have a QB.
Dude, they could trade Eli. They could trade Eli.
Then why haven't they already?
Because they're dumb. It's New York.
Eli won 2 championships.
They're dumb. You don't understand. They have the Yankees. They have the Giants. They have the Jets. They have the Islanders, the New York Rangers. New York sports are just bad. They're bad. They have the Knicks. When's the last time the Knicks have done anything besides draft some guy named Kristaps Porzingis? Thank you.
I mean, they lost Kyrie in free agency, kind of.
Yeah, that's true. It's my point exactly, dude.
It's like they never had a chance.
The Knicks never had a chance. Yeah, dude, we're getting Kyrie. Yeah, we're getting Kyrie. Kyrie. 2 days later.
All I'm saying is
Boston, if you guys will have me again, I plan on re-signing long term.
All I'm saying is that the Giants do not have a future.
I mean, every team has a future.
Except the Giants.
No. Okay. No.
Any team without a QB doesn't have a future.
That's why they're
not that bad in defense.
Okay, well,
Eli Apple, he's not that bad.
He's okay.
Did you say Eli Apple?
Eli Apple.
Is he still on the Giants?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he got into a fight with Rogers Cromartie last year, so he's kind of a locker room cancer.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Well, I know what I hope is bigger locker room cancer.
What?
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
Dude, the Warriors are so good.
Yeah, they're going.
All right, let's start with the hot seat, cool throne.
All right. I'll start.
Are we starting with hot seat or cool throne?
Hot seat.
Jinx. You can't start. All right, you are starting. Hot seat. What's your first one? We'll do snake draft.
All right. My first hot seat is Dana White. He's got some big decisions to make.
Pause. Wait, before you continue.
Let him talk.
No, I know. But you know Dana White's a Patriots fan, right? So shout out Dana White for that.
All right. Shout out to Dana White.
He's from Boston. Shut up. Sorry. Continue.
So I'm just saying he's got big decisions to make. I mean, like, he's got legal stuff, Nevada, I don't know, it piles up.
Yeah, I mean, the fight made money, but I'm sure he lost some money just because of that whole ordeal.
He's a lot of pressure on him. Yeah. He's got
a tough job.
Yeah.
He's good, though.
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. When he was with McGregor for the Floyd Mayweather fight, I liked him. Like, he's
the man, dude. If you actually do some research on Dana White, he's actually just the man. Like, he's such a cool guy. You're right. He's got.
Like, he promoted. Like, he worked with Conor very well.
He did. And I mean, they've had their differences obviously because Conor has messed some things up. Of Dana's like throwing that thing through the bus window. Dana wasn't too happy about that, but I think Dana doesn't really have to worry about the money because I've been seeing the fights that he's been scheduling. Derek Lewis versus Daniel Cormier.
That should be a fun
There's a lot of, I think Cyborg and Nunez are fighting for the belt. There's a lot of really good fights that are going to make a lot of money coming up. So, and the UFC is just growing.
Hey, he's a good man.
He's a good man. All right, so my hot seat is kind of relating to that. It's along the fight game. It's the WWE. Yeah. So WWE used to be everything to me. I used to love the WWE. Like, the Undertaker was my guy. And then,
I like Rey Mysterio.
Dude, 619.
Yeah,
dude.
booyaka.
Yeah, exactly.
That was really good.
I lost my train of thought now. Yeah, so the WWE was my thing.
We'll cut
that. Until 7th grade, and then I realized it was fake, and my dreams kind of got shattered, and now it's being replaced by the UFC, which is like WWE on steroids, and it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just all around better.
Yeah.
It's all around better.
I get that.
So yeah.
You good?
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right.
W, W, and E.
All right.
Three letters.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So my first hot seat is insider trading, because we talked about this on our first show.
Michael
Kendricks has been suspended.
Has he?
Michael Kendricks has been suspended indefinitely by the league. So
did you play one game?
Yeah. He started.
Oh.
Yeah, and he played a lot. And
shout out, Michael Kendricks is on the hot seat for having his name spelled M-Y-C-H-A-L.
Yeah, that's weird. That would have been a better hot seat.
Hey, maybe it wasn't his choice.
It definitely
wasn't his choice. What do you mean maybe it wasn't his choice? Gosh. All right, what's your next one?
Cyrus Jones.
Obviously.
So Cyrus Jones
was always on the hot seat.
Yeah, I know. To start. Like, literally, because he's always getting cut.
No, actually, he's always on the hot seat.
So he started off training camp on the Pats, then got cut, joined the Ravens practice squad, got signed again by the Pats, then just got cut by the Pats, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on it, but I think he's back on the Ravens practice squad.
Josh, and I quote, Cyrus Jones is back.
No, I didn't say that.
Did we get any trade value out of that?
No.
Or is it just you take him? Oh, no, we'll take him.
I'd say he's a bust, yeah.
I'd say he's a certified bust.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't pick him that early.
It was
actually our first pick, but
I was really interested question. Can you be a bust if you're not picked in the first round? I don't think so. I don't think you can. Who has hype over second round picks? Come on.
Okay, can I say something?
That's a good point.
I overall, except for NBA, I feel like first overall picks are kind of overrated in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the class.
I'd say top 10. There's
based
always
off
at least
Eric
7
Flowers
stars.
and just
yeah, I mean,
just stuff like that.
There's going to be some guys that don't turn out, but there's some classes.
No, I'd say in the NFL, top 10 picks, there's always at least 6 or 7 studs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know that. But I mean, people you're gonna do a first rounder. Oh, it's I'd do it.
Yeah. Depends how good you are too. Yeah. It's the Pats' first rounder is 32. So.
That's very true.
All right. Yeah, you go.
My second hot seat. I can't do it without laughing. New York. Do I need to explain?
No, I think we've covered it. Yeah, New York.
Oh, okay.
New York is just a joke. That's all I have to say.
That's it.
They don't deserve
recommendation to everyone out there. If you haven't yet, listen to this ESPN podcast. It's about the Red Sox and the Yankees. And it's about these guys selling Yankees suck shirts. Mm-hmm. A great podcast. It's actually quite the amazing
It sounds
story.
interesting.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
I'll give it a listen.
All right, just a quick shout.
All right, yeah, 2 years.
Hot seat?
All right, my last hot seat. Los Angeles Lakers. More like LeBron.
Get it? LA, bro.
Okay, so I think they're on the hot seat.
Could I have a reason?
What else?
Do you have a reason?
Well, it's Showtime.
Thanks.
And
They got LeBron on their
Cool
team.
throne.
Why else? Why else
I'll
are they
be-
on the hot seat other than they have LeBron on their team? What else do you
That's
need
a
to know?
fact. LeBron's guaranteed 50 wins, though, so.
LeBron's guaranteed the entire publicity of the ESPN.
And LeBron in LA equals nuclear bomb of publicity.
yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, you can go.
All right.
We're doing a cool throne now, so don't get it,
All right,
don't
yeah.
get it twisted.
My cool throne, number 1 is Woj. Adrian
Woj, Bob.
Shout out Woj.
Adrian Wojnarowski.
Wojnarowski?
I'm guessing. It's something like that.
Yeah, something like
But he's had a lot to cover the past couple of days.
Oh, he is
Jimmy
been a busy
Butler.
man. Adrian?
I think you have a
busy
cool
man.
throne like this, so we could save the discussion for you. But yeah, he probably has carpal tunnel. Like,
Yeah,
he's been
but-
typing. He's been doing everything.
He's almost been typing as much as David Price has been playing Fortnite.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Shout out, David Price.
All right,
My
yeah,
guy.
do yours.
My cool throne, just give me a second. I'm going to have to explain this one. Tom Thibodeau. Just give me a second.
I don't even think you need to explain it.
Give me a second. Tom Thibodeau is actually the smartest coach I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Because what he's been doing is he's been working every string that he can pull to keep Jimmy Butler on his team. He rejected a trade straight up. He's been offering trades that have been getting rejected. So at this point, he's like, all right, Jimmy Butler's on our team. No one wants him. Let's keep him. Let's make the most out of him. So he's firing Jimmy Butler up, right? He's like poking the bear. He's like, getting him really hyped up. Jimmy Butler then comes into practice and goes at the GM and says, you need me. You cannot win without me.
And he was balling on
And he went
every
rolling.
shot.
He went onto the bench. They played 5-on-5, starters versus bench. He went onto the bench team, let Karl-Anthony Towns post him up, chirped him, and made Karl-Anthony Towns pass the ball back out because he was too scared.
I mean,
one
Cat
word.
is scared.
One word.
He's way too
Passion.
He is the most passionate player I have come across.
He's not the most talented, but
Right, but that doesn't matter.
Passion.
That doesn't matter. Dude,
That's Jimmy
I'm
Butler.
telling
He
you,
is one of the grittiest
and
players out there.
The fact
He's like a better Marcus Smart.
He was talking about.
But he's an all-star.
But he can shoot.
Am I just talking to myself?
Yeah, go ahead.
He was talking about everything that happened, and I thought he was gonna be like, "Oh, like I'm sorry, whatever. Like I'm sorry." He just comes out and says, "Nah, that's me. That's who I am. I'm a competitor. That's who I am."
Yeah, you're with
and
me.
I was like,
you're with me or against me.
Exactly. I was like, "Oh my gosh." So Tom Thibodeau is on a cool throne for keeping Jimmy Butler on the Timberwolves, and I think Jimmy Butler is gonna be the MVP this year. Hot take. Don't at me.
That's very hot.
Did you hear the quote he said about Cat and Wiggins?
Oh yeah, Cat's like the most talented player.
He said the most talented player on this roster is Cat. He's like the most God-given player is Wiggins.
Yeah.
The hardest worker on this entire team is me.
Yeah. Which
It's
is
very
not,
true.
It's not false. He's not right.
Yeah.
Props to Tom Thibodeau for creating the Bulls, by the way.
Yeah, the Timber Bulls.
Yeah, Timberwolves.
Facts.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right. My cool throne, Usain Bolt.
Facto.
He scored 2 games for Central Coast.
2 goals.
2 goals.
Not one.
It's this Australian soccer team, and he scored 2 goals. Like
balling.
it's Usain Bolt. You know who
Usain Bolt is playing pro soccer, people.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's about to start raining hot dogs and meatballs.
It's a ting now.
It's a ting. Big tings.
ting.
All right. Next one. We gotta kind of wrap this up. This has been going on for a while.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. It's Under Armour.
Oh, it's Under Armour. By the way,
We'll cut
Joel
that.
Embiid.
We'll cut
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, we're cutting that.
Joel
That'll be
Embiid
cut.
signed to Under Armour. Big deal for Under Armour.
Yeah.
I mean, for Joel Embiid too.
I mean, Puma's been getting a lot of hype recently.
big deal.
No.
Those are just the rookies.
I know, but still, they're big names
Puma's on the
already.
Well,
They're already big names.
Terry Rozier is the biggest name.
Yeah.
Terry
But I mean,
Rozier, Bagley, Aiden.
it's huge for Under Armour.
It's big for him.
Absolutely huge.
Well, it's Joel Embiid. Well, I mean, AD, Embiid, and Cousins are probably the big 3, big men, I'd say.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So you got one of them.
Yeah.
You got
Two-
Curry
two
and
more
you
to
got
go.
Embiid. Some
Facts.
Good guys out there.
You know who else Under Armour has?
Who? Oh, don't say it. G. No, wait. G-O-A-T.
Go.
You know what I wanted to do earlier in the show when you said WWE?
We'll cut that.
Yes.
My cool throne is Adam Levine.
Adam Levine.
Yeah, Adam Levine, the lead singer of Maroon 5. Duh.
And he's on the cool
throne. I thought you were
throne.
going to say Adam.
He's on the cool throne because... Is that the question you were going to ask?
Yes.
Okay, so to answer your question, thanks for the question. Adam Levine, I've never been a huge singing competition show watcher, if that makes sense. I've never really been into like American Idol or like the X Factor, but The Voice, I watched it for like the second time ever, like a couple days ago, and Adam Levine's on it. And I gotta tell you, if I was a host of a show like that or like a judge, I would literally be exactly like Adam Levine because he just says the funniest stuff and like he says stuff and like no one really laughs at it. I'm just at my house just actually dying laughing at the stuff that he says.
So
he's actually like if I were to be a judge, I would be exactly like him. Him and Blake just go back and forth like it's so funny.
I liked American Idol. I never got into the X Factor.
I was a huge AGT guy.
Never mind.
Yeah,
The Voice.
the AGT's good. It's good because it doesn't have just singers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get those random
Talent show.
jugglers
It's a
or
talent
like,
show.
you know.
Yeah.
Literally.
I didn't really watch it last season, which kind of, but I saw a magician one, so I was kind of hyped
though.
for that.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. The last segment. My cool throne is Matt Schaub. So I don't know if you guys saw this. You probably weren't watching. The Falcons played the Steelers on Sunday, and there were about 2 minutes left. I think the Steelers were up like 41-17 or something like that. So it's a blowout.
Okay.
And the Falcons decided to pull.
Steelers.
They pull Matt Ryan, and in comes Matt Schaub.
No.
And somehow he's still in the league.
How is he still alive?
I mean, my fantasy team name. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I remember. Wait,
okay.
Was it Schwabernaber?
We'll cut that. It was Corn on the Schwab.
Corn on the Schwab.
So that's like the best fantasy team name in our league history.
Just so false, but all right.
All right, we won't debate it, but I mean, he's still in the league. He's got to. I didn't look up how old he is, but he's got to be really old.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not young.
I mean, if Matt Ryan wasn't playing so well, he might become the starter. But Matt Ryan is playing really well.
Nah, there's no way Matt Schaub would be a starter.
I know.
Never.
All right.
What?
What's the Niners guy again?
CJ Beathard.
We'd either CJ Beathard or Matt Schaub as your starting QB.
Neither.
There you go.
Yeah, they both stink. All right, we good?
Yeah, no, we're chilling. Thanks for tuning in to another episode.
Episode 3.
Episode 3 is now over. We'll come at you next with episode 5. Nah, just kidding. Episode 4. When are we going to get that? Probably sometime next week. Fall's a little bit busier, but once we get into the winter, we'll be doing at least one.
Yeah, we're getting those applications done.
Yeah, it's important.
Facts. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Unscripted, presented by Algonquin. Enjoy your day.
Peace.